Grand risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. I'm just going to go over to one of my accounts and get my live and share it. So do give me un momento. Go to my bookworm corner one. Card. Readings of Jamie. I didn't know how much I liked violin, or tattoo even, until I listened to it in Spanish. Like literally. Hey Michelle. I was listening to it in Spanish and I was there like, whoa, that's better than the English version. Like, I'm sorry, but that was better than the English version. Was just looking at your videos. Brilliant. Thank you, boo. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, we're so close to get paid through YouTube. Like, literally, I need about 1,000 more hours of watch time and I can get paid on YouTube. It's mad. So, if people can have me playing in the background and stuff, that'd be absolutely brilliant. That would be. Okay. In fact, till people need me, I'm going to have my YouTube on my other phone playing in the background. Just to get my watch hours up. There we go. Thank you for the gifts, my darlings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Emperor, do you want to play tonight, my darling? If your Call of Duty's up and ready. Remember, guys, yes or no's are free. Anything else is paid. Hello, boo. Also, I got some new cards coming today. More of these. I've got the Halloween version of this one coming. Can't wait. Hello, Sky. How are you? Hello, Dan. How are you? Thank you for the heart, me. I've also got the holographic pink one coming today. You're on now, but you'll be at the gym from 7 till 9. Can't you switch it round, please? I haven't played with you for literally 2 months now. Or 3 months now, actually, coming to think of it. Damn it. I guess the nice thing is it's the weekend tomorrow, so we can always play tomorrow, I guess. I'm Prestige 10 now, by the way. Oh, did everyone see the BBC News today? Did everyone see the fact that GTA's been delayed till, like, November 2026? You're free in the evening? Yeah, I'll probably be free in the evening. I'll probably do, paids in the morning and afternoon. I'm going to try and do a long one tomorrow. I don't think I'm doing anything apart from private reading tomorrow. One sec, can I check when private reading is? Reza, I've got 10:30. I've got a private in the morning, and I'm working in the evening. Damn it! So I can't play tomorrow. God dang it! Sunday I'm here all day, apart from club in the evening. But tomorrow I'll be at the theatre working, so I won't be on. Do I see your girlfriend this morning to fix your relationship? Do you go see her? Let's see. Do you go and see your girlfriend to go and fix things this morning? Let's see. I would say yes, my darling. Go. Go. Okay, go. C. Will the interview today go well? Thank you for the heart, me. I feel it will, my darling. Yes, but I feel like you're going to be under stress in the interview. So what I would say here is try and be as calm as you can. Okay, try and stay as calm as you can, my darling. Okay, boo? Because I do see a little bit of stress. Oh, okay. Sorry, boo. You're anxious. Don't be anxious. You'll be fine. Oh, okay, you'll be fine. The spirit guides want you to do the Kali Bij mantra. Kali B. Kali B? Kali B? KB mantra, we call it that. Yes, my darling. My hand stopped working there then. Will you move house by the end of the year? No, it'll be by 2025. Okay, 2026. So start of 2026 is when you'll move, okay, boo? 2026. Like the start, literally the start. Will Paul reach out? Let's see. Yes, Paul will reach out, my darling, yes. Hello, Shannon. Hello, NRA 000. Does HL love NR? Hello, Chumper. Yes. And one more, then I'm going to start my readings. Does N even care about you? Let's see. I feel like they do, my darling. Do I have Michelle here? Do I have Michelle here? Hello, Sky. How are you? Hello, Boo. Is your question on PayPal? Yes, thank you. Anyway, quick drink. Violins playing. Do, 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 do. Thank you for the bless you. Yes, she'll marry in South Africa, my darling. She'll marry in South Africa. Thank you for the follow. So, PayPal debit card. I'm going to look in PayPal debit card after this live. Thank you for the heart, me. You're welcome, Queen. Queen, you paid for it. Of course I'm going to do it for you. Michelle, don't worry. I've cut all the private information out. Look, there's a PayPal debit card now. There's a literal PayPal debit card. I'm going to look into that. It says you need PayPal Plus. What's PayPal Plus? Do I have to pay for that? If I do, I'm not getting the debit card. Screw that. I ain't getting no. Like, nah. If I have to pay for that, I'm not doing it. If it's free, I'll do it. Yes, I can, my darling. You finally remembered you've got minutes. You finally remembered. So, Michelle, will M approve you for the car or not? Let's see. Yes, my darling, yes. They will. Didn't know there was a PayPal Plus, neither did I. I've literally, thanks to Michelle, I've only just realised that. Due to Michelle. What did I say about tomorrow at 5? I'll be at the theatre. I won't be on in the evening tomorrow. Sunday, I'm on all day until I go to club. So Sunday, I'll be free at any time until club. But tomorrow, I'm out working at a theatre. Sunday is brilliant, finally. You would like energy check update on Anthony and Temmie currently, and what to expect with the pregnancy, the relationship, and everything. We can do that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, I feel like the pregnancy is going down, my darling. I feel like there's already arguments about it. Okay, I feel like they're just hiding the fact that they're already having arguments about it, my darling. I don't think they want to be honest about the argument. What I would also say here is I feel like it's almost like a joyless relationship at this moment in time. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's trying to move on from her. I feel like he's trying to move away from her. We had the Ten of Pentacles that just flipped itself out in reverse, so we know that that is not good. Okay, we instantly know as soon as Ten of Pentacles flips into reverse, we know that that is not a good sign. Okay. Okay. So we know that there is negativity. Okay. Oh, let me just pause your reading 1 second. By the way, this Tarot Queen, don't go to her. She's a homophobe. Never go to a homophobic tarot reader, and she reads directly off the cards. Just your warnings, guys. Be careful of her. Back to your reading, Michelle. So what I would say here, so we know in tarot, instantly... Oh, my socks. We know in tarot, instantly, okay, that when something comes... So we read tarot in the upright, okay? We read tarot in the upright. If a card comes out in reverse, we know it's negative. We know that that is not we know it's a no-no. Okay, so we instantly know that that relationship is going downhill because she don't have her guides behind her. Okay, even her spirit guides are now leaving her. Okay, even her spirit guides are now leaving her. Okay, boom. So we know that that is a complete negative. We know that she is slowly falling and that he is coming towards you because her finances are going down. Her finances are losing itself. Okay. We know that he's got balance in his finances, but with her, it's going. It's denying itself. Okay. Like, we know it's death. We know, like, she's going downhill. So we know that the energy is becoming more positive towards you. Have you tried contacting her? I mean, him. Have you tried contacting him? At all? No. Have you thought about contacting him? Because I feel like if you contact him, I feel like that will be more of a positive, my darling. Literally. Okay, so maybe try reaching out, maybe try contacting. Okay, maybe show that you're still interested, that you're still there. Okay, even if it's just for a friendship right now. Okay, just show that you still want to be there. Okay, because I think that in his head right now, he's realised that he said that he only wants to be friends. And I feel like he wants to go back on that, but he doesn't know if you accept that. Okay, good morning, my darling. So what I would say here is work it out, okay? You watched his Instagram stories yesterday, so that's good. So so you have contacted him then. You have made contact because that he can see that you've looked at the story. So that is basically making contact. Thank you for the follow. So what I would say here is, yeah, you've made contact then. So you're fine. Okay, if you do that every now and then, because it's not like direct contact, but it's still hinting that there's still something there. the fact that you're still interested enough to look at his story, you're still hinting that there is something there between the both of you. Okay? So straight off the bat, keep the contact going. Okay? Straight off the bat. Okay? Because you're showing that you're still interested, which is keeping the communication, which is what we need. Okay, my darling? It's showing the work, it's showing the investment. Okay, thank you for the follow. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to keep that going, keep that coming. Okay, and you will succeed. Okay, and this will bring your relationship closer with him and it will make it stronger with him. Okay, my darling. So, in a way, you are actually doing good. Okay, you are actually showing what you need and what you don't. And by doing that, you're not directly contacting, which means you're not going out of your way, which means that you're still sticking to the no contact part of yourself where you're not being the first one to reach out, you're just viewing, okay, which is still reaching out, but it's not direct, okay? So when he looks at the story, he'll see, she's viewed it, she's still interested, okay? So you've still got the positivity there, okay, my darling? Does that make sense? Does that reading make sense? Brilliant. I'm glad that made sense, Boo. One sec, guys. It's not that you're being filtered, Boo. Okay, you're not being filtered, Boo. Hello. Thank you for the roses. Hello, Bubbles. So when will the secret be open? The secret will be open when she has the baby. Okay. Hello, Alicia. So as soon as the baby comes out, then no, it's not his. It will look nothing like him. It will be nothing like him. Okay. So you will automatically see the difference. Automatically. Okay. So you're fine. Okay. How many on the list? We got Sarah next, who I keep writing down as Queen in my contacts in the book for some reason. I don't know why. She's got two names. She either gets called Sarah or Queen in my book. Literally. So, Queen, what would you like your reading number? I marked my glasses when I sneezed. What? You sent on Insta, thank you, boo. So I can't see anything right now. My glasses on. Hello, Neely. There you go. Literally, if I don't have glasses on, I can't see anything. Bubbles, what beginner decks do you have? Do you have the pink one? Like, what one of these do you have? Do you have the pink or is it the pink foil? Like the holographic? Pink foil? Is it this one? So that one. Yep, I've just got that. It's coming today. It's coming today. I also got This is a really good purchase. It's $24.99, but you get the tarot cards, you get the candle, you get whatever they are, you get bag, you get the cloth, you get a pendulum, you get stones, and you get the cards. It's not foil, but it's like a really nice pink one. Oh, and you get like the stick holder for them, for those. And this is, ooh, that's what the cards look like. And that's the backing of the cards. Hello, Jack. No, it's not incense sticks, boo. It's called rope satire incense. So it's rope. That's what it is. Thank you, yeah. I've never heard of them before, but you got those. So, Queen, you're on Instagram, okay, boo. Hello, Island Queen, Island Queen. Sorry, boo. Also, guys, I like shouting at people on Instagram. Don't forget to go and follow Tarot Readings with Alicia on Instagram. We're trying to get her Instagram up. So, Queen. So, drawn it in my head. Hello, Helga. How are you, boo? Drawn it in my head, boo. Or do you want to say it out loud? In the head? Brilliant. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. I love that paragraph. That's hilarious. Let's have a look. I'm very good, thank you. So I feel like he sees your passion, and I feel like he enjoys your passion, my darling. Okay, he sees that you don't like the environment that you work in because he can see it's a little bit toxic, and I feel like he wants to help you out with that. I feel like he's going to be close to you, so I feel like he is going to be supportive. I feel like he is going to help you work. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's trying to be by your side as much as he can. Okay, I feel like he's trying to work everything out. Okay, it's almost like he's trying to look into the future. He's borderline looking into the future of the company, but also looking into the future of you because he knows that you're successful. He knows you're really good, but it's almost like trying to find you a team that you can work with. Okay. Because he can see that you're working with pain in the asses. He can see that. So it's almost like he's trying to find people that you can work with that aren't going to like harm you, but still do the same job as you. Okay. So I feel like he is really trying to help you out, but I feel like he is struggling. Okay, I feel like he is really struggling because it's almost like you've got this unique personality that he's never seen in a work job before. Okay, he's never seen anything like you before. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, and I feel like He likes that, but it's really hard to find someone suitable for you. Okay, like really hard. Okay. So it's almost like he's trying to find a suitable environment. I feel like he might offer you, thank you for the heart me, thank you for the gifts. I feel like he is going to have a conversation about this with you. It's almost like he is going to offer you working at home. I feel so. It's almost like you're not going to be doing as much traveling. Because he knows people lie about you, okay? He knows people isn't honest with you, okay, or honest about you, okay? No, I don't feel like it was bad him staring at you. Okay, I feel like he was doing that, almost like looking at can he offer you anything at the moment. Thank you for the chirpy. Okay. So it's almost like he was double checking if everything was going to be okay. So I feel like he could see that you were under stress. I don't think that he wanted to give you anything at that moment. It's almost like he didn't want to give you any advice at that moment because I feel like he was scared, okay, of how you might react. So it's thank you for the heart me. So it's almost like he was just waiting. So I feel like he was almost watching to make sure everything was going to be okay. Okay, he was making sure that you were going to be okay. Okay. So it's almost like he was double checking the vibe. Okay. Oh, thank you, and you. I hope you are well as well, my darling. I feel like he can see that you're very hard working, but I feel like he's overprotective about you as well. Okay, because he loves your achievements. Thank you for the roses. Okay, he loves your achievements, my darling. He can see you're very high achieving. He can, so he knows that you achieve quite well. He knows you work well. But it's almost like you need to escape. Okay, you need to escape, my darling, sometimes. Okay, you do need to pay if you want a proper reading. If you want a yes or no, that's free. Okay, he knows that you're a dreamer. Okay, he knows that you're a visionary. He does. So he knows that you see things that other people don't, and I feel like he wants to use that to his advantage. So this is why he's going to keep you on, my darling. Okay, because he wants to keep the advantage going. Okay. He knows that you can work well as a team when they work with you, but I feel like he knows everyone's a bit of a burden to you because they make you do all the work. Thank you for the follow. Okay. They make you do all the work. So he knows that you're loyal. He knows that you're stubborn, but you're hardworking. Okay. But he wants people to help you out so that we don't have you burning yourself out. Okay. Because he knows that you're burning out right now. And I feel like that is what he's scared of. Okay. He doesn't want burnout. And he can see that you're doing that. Okay, so I feel like he does want to help out. He does want to stop that burnout. And I feel like he will succeed soon. And I feel like in about a month, he's going to be able to help you out. He's going to be able to find you some people that can take the workload off of you. Okay, my darling. So he's going to be able to help you out. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? And you got more money coming in. It's no longer going to be stagnant. Okay, boo? So he's just asking how people are with you. Like, how you find what people are doing to you. Like, almost just seeing if you're okay with the way people treat you. You're welcome, boo. Will your baby's operation go ahead next week? Let's see. Yes. Yeah, it will, my darling. Thank you for the heart, me. I didn't know you had children, Bubbles. How old are they? About 25 minutes left, Queen. One is 8, the other 2 are 7. Oh, nice. Nice. Thank you for the heart me. Wait, can we just make this clear? Miss Queen's just put the dogs. Fur babies. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like actual children. For a second. I honestly thought you meant actual children. I was going to say, that's a new one on me. Like, I knew you had dogs, but I thought you meant like actual children. Sorry, boo. Is your granddaughter going to be okay after the court case? Let's see. Let's see. I feel like she will be, but not straight away. I feel like it is going to take a toll on her mental health, my darling, so do be careful of that, okay? Does B have romantic feelings for you? Let's see. Yes. You're just picking up Millie. That's fine, my darling. Thank you for the slays. Oh, guys, we've also entered. What's it called? Live Fest. Okay, so we're trying to get as many points as we can. It's not started yet. It will be starting soon, but we have entered the Live Fest situation. So if you do want to help with that, don't forget to follow and stick around for when Live Fest starts. I want to fucking win it. Except for I think I'm only going to be able to get so far because then you've got the gaming category or singing category. I can't choose either, so I've either got to start learning to sing or whatnot. So I'm either fucked or I'm fine. Hello, Lacey. How are you, boo? They always have something going in, can't keep up. I know. This is the first event I've entered in months. You can't sing. Yes, you bloody well can. Will you stay at your school job? Let's see. Let's see. I feel like you will, my darling. Yes. Yes. But I feel like there's going to be a different school that you'll be going to, my darling. Thank you for the hand heart, my darling. Remember, guys, the more gifts we get, the more pushed out I get. The more likes we get, the more pushed out we get. So there's two different ways. There's a free way and a paid way that you can push my stream out. We can like, share, follow, repost, tap, tap, tap. That all pushes me out. Or we can gift. It can be 1 coin. It can be a heart me. Any gifts push out. Okay. So thank you for everything that you do send. It really does help out, by the way. And even just the free taps, that really helps out. So thank you for the likes that you are giving as well. And thank you for the follows as well. Okay. Sending on WhatsApp. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, boo. Remember, my list is open, so if you do want to get a reading by a professional fortune teller, you may. Remember, I am pagan, so I do it the pagan way. Because you do get Christians on here doing it, so I don't do it the Christian way, I do it the pagan way. I do it the very old-fashioned way, about the 4,000-year-old way. Okay, so do remember that I'm do it the very old way. Time frame on the change. What change, my darling? What change? Will you ever move from this house? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling. In about 2 years' time, I feel. That'll be like when the good one. Oh, job change. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was so confused when you just said change. Let's see. Let's see. In about 3 years. Okay, in about 3 years, my darling, okay? There'll be a better job coming for you in 3 years' time to do with schoolwork, okay? So yeah, a good 3 years you're going to be there for. Okay, babe? So it is positive. We get communication from E within the week. Let's see. Let's see. No, not this week. You're taking me to the shop. How are you going to take me to the shop? I live nowhere near you. Thanks for the heart, me. Umbrella gift, it's the weather now. Oh, thank you, boo. I didn't see that, sorry. It doesn't show that on my screen because I'm using Streamlabs, not bleeding whatchamacallit. So yeah, thank you for the umbrella, my darling. I've just gone back and seen the notification. Thank you, boo. Yeah, I can't see. They don't come up on my screen because of bloody Streamlabs. I wish they did. In my pocket. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, boo. Will your ex come back this year? Let's see. Thank you, Tia. Yes, your ex will come back, but I don't recommend taking them back. So although they're going to come back, my darling, don't take them back, okay? Thank you for the cat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we sadly can't see those sort of gifts. If you stream on a laptop, you cannot see that sort of gift, sadly. Okay. Anything that's meant to go on my face, like a heart me or anything like that, we can't see it. Anything like a TikTok universe, galaxy, one sec, let me go through the gifts that I can actually see. It says many. So many we can't. So this is just to do your expectations. Because I know some of you might gift just so you can actually see what they are. So if it's anything like this is for anyone that streams on a laptop, we will not get on our screen cap, hat and moustache. We get the butterfly, we get the fist bumps, family we get, but we won't get like bubble gum. So anything that involves our face, because we're streaming through a laptop, we can't see them. Okay, so if you do send those gifts expecting to see them on the screen, I'm going to warn you now, you can't. Blame TikTok and Streamlabs for that. They haven't collabed or created the AI sort of thing where it will allow that. Only people who stream on the phone will get to see those. Okay, just to manage your expectations. So if I don't see the gift, I am really sorry. But that's why I've got my iPad next to me so I can see like gifts when they're sent, because it won't come up on my screen. Okay, so if I do miss you sending a gift, please pop it in the comments so I can still say thank you. Okay, because I don't want to not say thank you for the gifts, because that's just rude. Okay, so if you do send a gift, please let me know. Okay, thank you for the 40 roses. Okay, and tell me how many of the gifts you sent so I can say, so the more you send, the bigger the thank you. Okay, I mean, it's a big thank you anyway, because holy shit, thank you for sending a random stranger money. I mean, for God's sake, you don't know me, so thank you so much. But please let me know, because I don't want to be rude and completely miss the gift. Okay? So if you do send, let me know. Okay? Because I don't want to be rude. I hate missing gifts. So, Tia, I'm just going over now, boo. So, do you mind if I read it in my head or do you want it out loud? I mean, do you want me to read it out loud or in my head? Which would you like? It's up to you. Because I don't know how sensitive the topic is. So, y'all know this tarot queen? She literally sent me a message. I said, imagine being homophobic. She put, I am, especially to the trans community, and she called them, like, awful. Like, how rude is that? And she's a Christian. Neighbor. I literally sent a message saying, how rude is that? Imagine being Christian and hating on people. You do, let's say go to hell for that. So if you hate on someone, you do go to hell. Also, that's not love, that's hate, and you're meant to love thy neighbour. If you're wondering who that's to someone called Tarot Queen 2323. Okay. Like, do not go to them for readings. They're homophobic, transphobic. They put, be kind, be you. That's their bio. Be kind, be you. Yet they're homophobic. And they're transphobic. You gotta love it, haven't you? You gotta love it, haven't you? Absolutely awful. So, I'm just going to mute so I can read this out loud. So I'm going to mute myself and cover my mouth so you guys can't lip read. We can do that. We can have a look at that, my darling. We can have a look at that. I have unmuted, haven't I? Can you guys hear me? Pardon me. Can you guys hear me? So I don't know if I don't know if these unmuters worked. Let me know. Yes. Yes. Will. Will. Hi, Ollie. Bye, Ollie. You can hear? Brilliant. Will. So let's see what happens. I feel like he's definitely thinking about you, my darling. I feel like he does have you on his mind. Okay. I feel like he's still on his guard. Okay, but I don't see it that's a bad thing. Okay. I feel like he's still protecting himself. Okay, but I feel like that's positive. I feel like he is going to come forward and I feel like he will come over. Okay, so I do see that he will be coming over. Thank you for the follow, my darling. Okay, so I do feel like he will be coming over to you. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's calmed down. Okay, I feel like he's calmed down to you, my darling. Okay, so he is protecting himself, but he is thinking, okay, this reconciliation could actually work. Thank you for the follow. Okay, he's thinking that this reconciliation could actually work between the both of you. So I do see joy, I do see happiness as well, my darling. What I would also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like he is going to be more by your side. Thank you for the heart me, thank you for the roses. At the same time, what I'd also say here is I feel like he's getting the courage to come towards you now. So I feel like he is moving forward. He's actually getting the courage to come close. What I would also say here is I feel like he does want to give you another chance, and I feel like he would like another chance as well. I feel like he's a little distracted at heart. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a distraction at heart from him, but I wouldn't say it's anything too serious. I wouldn't say it's anything too negative. I would just say it's him trying to understand oneself, okay? Um, I feel like he wants results in the relationship, though. Evil Stitch, this is for Paige, my darling. Okay. How can you buy reading from me? Link in bio, my darling. Link in bio. Okay. It's also got my price list in bio. If you need help, let me know and I can let you know, okay, boo, after this reading. What I would also say here is I feel like he is going to like put the foundation into your relationship. He is going to make the relationship work. And I feel like there is good fortune coming for the both of you. I feel like there's good luck as well, my darling, okay? Distraction, like, no, not someone else. Like, he's distracted with his own minds and mental health, my darling. So I feel like he's trying to do what's right for him, but he's not really thinking what's right for you. So it's almost like he's completely put himself first, but not thought about the other person. So he's not thought about how it might affect you, what it might be like for you, okay? And I feel like he wants to change that, okay? So I feel like this is why he's going to come forward, because I feel like he wants to change from that sort of mindset. And I feel like he actually wants to make it work. I feel like he really does love you. Okay, and I feel like he's like really hurt himself because he got into his own mind. And I feel like he wants to completely apologize for that and be there like, look, I screwed up, I'm sorry. Like, he's going to put his hand up and go, I screwed up, I'm sorry. Okay, and he's actually going to come forwards and make it right. Okay. Because you've admitted where you've gone wrong, so he's now going to admit where he's gone wrong. Okay. I also see children. I also see fertility. Okay, so we have fertility coming your way as well. We have children coming your way, boo. Children coming your way. That's amazing. Okay. So we have that as well. Megan, thank you for your payment, boo. Hello, Ace. I feel like he's learnt his lessons. I feel like he's learnt where he's gone wrong. He's learnt where you've gone wrong. So I feel like this is where you guys are going to really make it up to each other. Okay. Like, you've both learnt where you've gone wrong. And I feel like he's going to make it up. I feel like he's going to correct himself. And I feel like he is going to make it right. Because he's got the passion for the success. How will it go when he comes over? I think it is going to go quite well. I think he's going to be a little bit ambitious, but I do feel like there is good news coming. Okay. I feel like he's going to be a bit of a centre of attention, though, my darling. Okay, so although he's going to be good, he is going to be a little bit of a centre of attention. He is going to be like, look at me. Okay, and that's because he wants you to see him. Not what you want to see. He wants you to see who he is. Okay, what he is. Okay, my darling. So he wants you to see him for him. Okay. Not the other way around. So we have that positive as well. Okay. Hello, Crystal. How are you, boo? Hello, Lightseeker. How are you? I feel like there's going to be a slight bit of tension. Nothing too bad. Okay, but I feel like there are going to be new starts between you. Okay, new starts, new beginnings coming between the both of you. Okay. Of course, you can ask a yes or no, my darling. Just let me finish this reading, boo. What I would also say, thank you for the heart me. What I would also say here for you is there's going to be a big change in your relationship for the better. Okay, you guys are going to start from scratch. Okay, and you're both going to work it out. I haven't heard that expression for a long time. Hanky panky. Oh my god, you take me back to being 12. Wow, that was 9 years ago when I was 12. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. I'm 21 now. How long ago would I have been 12 if I'm 21? It's 9, isn't it? Let me pause your time a second. 12, 11, no, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 9. Yeah, 9 years ago. Christ, you make me feel old. So what I would say here for you, my darling, is yeah, you will have hanky panky. Okay, hello Anya, my darling, how are you? Okay, so yes, hanky panky time. Okay, please never get me to say that again. Okay, good, I didn't drop any cards. Okay, thank you for the roses. Okay. I feel like he's going to offer it. I don't feel like he'll be this time he comes over. I feel like it'll be the next time. I feel like this time is you resurrecting the relationship, reconciling. And then I feel like the next time you come out, he comes over, there's the hanky panky. Okay, there's the Ace of Wands going into the donut. Okay, the eclair going into the donut. With the ice cream. I'm going to really put you guys off your favourite foods. Okay. We have the hot dog going into the bagel. You're eating your lunch right now. It's 3 o'clock. Okay, so yeah, you will have it. Okay. You will have it, my darling. You will have that fun. Okay, you will have that joy. Like joy. Okay. You just need to learn to relax a little bit. Okay. Stop overthinking it. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? I didn't want to say hanky panky anymore. What else am I going to say? The sword coming out of its sheath and penetrating you. There's another one. How much more can I think of? Really, I'm glad that made sense, my darling. What else can I think of? Hello, user. Lightseeker, what do you mean if your whole energetic body is with you? After that sex reading I've just done, please elaborate. Because I've got the lightning bolt going into the charger. I've got the plug going into the socket right now. I've got the charging lead going into the phone hole. You feel super... Okay, so I was completely wrong with my quotes there. I feel like your energetic body is with you, my darling. I just feel like... I just feel like you just need to rest. Okay, you've overworked yourself. Okay, but you've not given yourself any time to charge. Okay, so you're just mentally drained. Okay, Boo, so I say your energetic body is there, it's just got no charge. Okay, imagine your battery. Okay. Imagine your battery on a Xbox. I don't know if you play Xbox, but I do. And Xbox is more superior to PlayStation. So imagine you're playing on your Xbox. Okay. Imagine you've got your Xbox controller and you're playing. Okay. You're playing a COD game. You get shot. Your Xbox controller dies. Your batteries run out. Okay. So you need to charge those batteries so you can play again. Okay. So that's basically what your body is. If you don't get enough sleep, you don't get enough charge. You then start running on something called what the fuck is it called? Adrenaline. Okay. Which makes life an absolute nightmare. Trust me, I run on adrenaline 24/7. I don't get enough sleep. Um so I'm permanently on adrenaline, which isn't healthy. It's not good. But that's basically what your body will do. So then you'll feel really undercharged because you're on your backup battery. Then when that dies, that's when you're in a burnout. Because you've got no energy whatsoever. You don't have your normal energy. You don't have your what the fuck is it called? Fuck. I just had it. I forgot it. Your adrenaline, you don't have that either. So then that's when you're completely out. And that's the burnout. Luxury by JK. My darling, you're a scammer. I have seen your TikTok account. I have. You put scammy shoes on there. You do. Your whole account is scam. It's not even luxury. My darling, so talk to me, one, when you've got followers, and two, when you actually post content that isn't a scam. Okay? Come talk to me then. Okay? Talk to me when you're on my level. Okay? If you're going to be rude, talk to me when you're on my level. Okay? When you have my sort of followers. Okay? If you're going to be rude, instead of being a keyboard warrior, okay? Thank you for the heart, me. If you're going to be a keyboard warrior, talk to me when you've got followers. Don't talk to me anything. Don't talk to me any other time. Because you're not on my level. I'm sorry that you're so jealous that I made it. I'm sorry that you're so jealous that I have more followers than you. Because I worked my arse off. I'm sorry that you're jealous that I've got money that means that I can stream to multiple platforms at once. Oh. Simple A's. And who said I was using cards that I can show? I have some very sexual cards. Megan, you're next, my darling. I just need to put my iPad on charge. It's on 20%. So, I can't always show the decks I use because they're not always appropriate for TikTok. Who's after Megan? I don't think I've got no other payments, so it's whoever wants to be after her at this point. Look how quiet he's gone. When you call them out, look how quiet they go. Yeah, I can add you, Alicia, if you just remind me. By the way, if you've got an iPad Air 2 and you don't want to spend like £100 on an Apple pen, this pen is amazing. I literally bought it on a whim. It's like 17 quid. Okay. Okay. That's what it looks like. Really, really good. Have I put it on charge? There's my charger. I mean, honey, you can take it back or you can keep it. I don't really care. Okay, you're not on my level, so I don't really care what you think about me. I'm on a higher vibration than you, my darling. Love, love, love you now. Thank you. That's my phone. That's not my iPad. He's a boy. Yeah, I'm a boy. What about it? What about it? You never seen a male before? Boys don't get their nails done? Men don't judge each other. True men show their emotions. True men admit their defeat. True men ask for help. True men help each other. True men show a community. True men have honour. True men don't become a keyboard warrior. True men go out and work and earn their living. True men don't rely on other people. Want me to keep going? Because I've just proven I'm more of a man than you. True men create babies? I don't want babies. I don't like children. I hate them. Literally. I don't really want to fornicate either. It looks painful and horrible. Why do I want to put myself through that? Simple as. Now, luxury, someone as insecure as you is the person that becomes a troll. God will love me? I don't believe in God. You can ask another yes or no, boo. I don't believe in God. I'm a Norse pagan. I believe in the old gods. Yes, luxury, buy. Bugger off. And then come back to me when you've got followers. Come back to me when you're on my level. Come back to me when you're on my vibration. Okay? And if you believe in God so much, why are you trolling? Because have you never heard of a saying called love thy neighbour? Thou shalt not judge. Will you get your confidence back soon? You will, my darling, once you start believing in yourself. As soon as you start believing in yourself, other people are believing you as well. Okay. Have you not heard about the Good Samaritans? Luxury? The story where charity starts at home. If you have sawdust in your eye, how are you meant to help someone else get the sawdust out of their eye if you can't see out of yours? Looks like I know more of the Bible than you do. And I'm a pagan. Bit disturbing there. Just saying. Bit disturbing. Ironic how you're a Bible basher, but you don't actually know your Bible. Gone quiet again, luxury. Too scared I'll just beat you again. Ay. Megan, I'm just getting your PayPal up, boo. When I can find my PayPal, that is. Megan, what would you like your reading on, boo? So would you like a bit like a general sort of thing? Is that what you're looking for, my darling? Bit like a general, little bit of everything? Bit of tough love sort of things? Like almost like to get you back on track sort of vibe, is that correct? And while I wait for that answer, remember, tarot, we're like a salesperson. We're going to figure out what you need. It's like a luxury handbag. Hello, you cool? It's like a luxury handbag. We're going to find out your vibe, who you are. Did I call you Yuckle? Sorry, my dyslexia saw an I and it turned it to an L. Hello, my darling. Thank you for the heart, me. And then we match that handbag to you, basically. We match the reading to you. Yes. Brilliant. Let me get out some oracle cards then. And let me find the ones that are going to be just perfect for you. Found them straight away. So we're going to use the Chakra Insight Oracle. Okay, we're going to look at basically how you're working. Okay, are you aligned with yourself? Okay, boo? This is what we're going to look at, and we might add some others in. Don't know yet. We'll have a look. But let's just see what your chakras need to say first. I can't show all the cards because we do have a nude one. Okay, where the woman is literally showing parts. So, yeah. Bespoke tarot, yeah, basically, yeah. Hello, Lala. Lala. What's the other one to that? What's the Teletubby song? La la. Then there's another one. I forgot what the other ones are called. I used to know that off by heart. Right, let's see what you get, babe. La la po po. Fuck, I can't remember. Pinky Winky. Pitsy. Bring me back to my childhood. 64, 64, 64, Zulane. Who remembers that? Let's start the reading. Here you go, Megan. This is for you. Pitsy. Who remembers In the Night Garden? Who remembers Noddy? Woohoo! You need to learn how to express yourself a little bit more, my darling. Thank you for liking, my darling. You need to learn how to accept yourself a little bit more, okay, and express who you are. Okay, boo? Express what you're doing, express what you're going through. I feel like you need to learn to use your mouth a little bit more, okay? To recreate yourself, okay? Use the mouth to get a point across, okay? When you're talking to somebody, it's almost like you're hatching new ideas, you're creating new things. So you need to be able to make the eggs be able to be born. Okay, you want the chicks to be born from the eggs? Your chicks are the story, the eggs are the punch. No, the chicks are the punch, the eggs are the story, okay? You need to get people invested into saving it, okay? Invested in your point of view because they are the hen that is going to sit on the eggs. They are the birds that are going to sit on the eggs until they hatch. You are the one that makes it happen. Okay, so thank you for the follow. So what we need to do is almost get you expressing it to the point where people want to stay there and make sure it hatches, make sure they understand the full thing, make sure they grasp everything that you're saying. Okay, so you can get the help that you need, so you can get. Is there time? Yes, there is still time to do Celtic Cross, my darling. So you can get everything across that you need to get across. Okay, boo. We need to work on your base chakra. So your base chakra is your feet. Okay, it's how you're grounded. So you need to become a little bit more grounded, my darling. Okay, we need to work on that grounding. Okay, work on where you're going. Okay, because right now you're a little over everywhere. Okay. You're a little over the place, okay, my darling? So we need to work on that a little bit more. Okay, once you work on that, you will actually go forwards a little bit more. You'll be able to move your feet, okay, in the right direction instead of falling everywhere. Okay. Hello, Omega. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Love your nails, thank you. Okay. You need to believe in yourself a little bit more, my darling, okay? Because the only way you're going to create the relationships that are required is if you actually believe. Okay, if you believe in yourself and in what you say, then you can believe in your relationships, in your friendships. Okay, you can accept more people if you can accept yourself. Because what I feel right now is there is no acceptance of oneself at the moment. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in where you're going. And you're just falling back. So once we start believing in ourselves a little bit more, is when we actually start succeeding more. Okay? That's when we actually start going forwards. Okay, my darling? So what I would say here is you need to believe in yourself as much as you can, and you need to go forwards as much as you can. Okay. You need to have your arms open wide so you can have hope and support from other people, and that you can give that support a massive hug. Okay, my darling. Heart chakra. Listen to your heart a little bit more. Okay, I would say get your heart chakra cleansed. Okay, cleanse it a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit murky. Okay. Your heart's becoming a little blank, a bit of a void. Okay, so can we cleanse that heart a little bit? Okay, can we cleanse it? Because that's what we need. Okay, we need a good cleanse of that heart. Okay. Ooh, solar plex. Where's your solar plex? Let's have a look. Let's pause your reading one sec. So your solar plex, my darling. One second. Now, your solar plex is here. Okay. It is this one. So it's right here. Okay, so you need to work on that muscle right there, that core muscle, okay, to bring your balance back. Okay, but you've got your feet chakra to work on, which is your base. We need to work on the solar, which is just here. So you need to get the strength back. So it's near your heart and near your sacral, sacral, okay? It's near there, that's your sex part. Your solar plex is your power, okay? Okay? So we need to work on that part. Okay, we need to work on your power as well, my darling. Okay, once you start working on that, I'll make it much easier. How can you help yourself? Meditate. Meditate. Okay, meditate, my darling. Okay. That's how you can help yourself, is meditation. Okay. You know how I just told you about the sacral chakra? We literally just got that card. Literally. Okay. So with your sacral, that's just here, that's your back. Sacral, that's your back. Okay. And in your chakra, what they're called. So your crown is your spiritual, your third eye is your perception, your throat is your expression, your heart is your love, your solar is your power, your sacral is your sex, and your root is your survival. Okay. So with the sacral, we need to work on your back. So your back spine, you're standing upright a little bit more. Okay. Almost believing in yourself, like growing a spine. Okay, having a spine a little bit more, standing up for yourself maybe. Okay, we need to work on that, which is where the power comes in as well. Okay, and you need to be able to stand up straight on your own 2 feet. Okay, be able to work for yourself by yourself. Okay, crown chakra, I literally just mentioned that. Literally. So your crown chakra is your head. Okay, it's this part, just here. Okay, if that is down, if your crown chakra isn't working, none of your chakras working. Okay, so we need to work on your crown chakra as well. Okay, your mind is very clouded. You've got a lot going on in your mind. Okay, a lot of stress. Okay, which is why you're down. Okay, which is why you're down. Okay, but this is why you might not be as happy as you want to be. This might be why you're struggling with your relationships with other people. This might be why you're a little bit short on other people. Okay, why you're a little bit short tempered. Okay, because your crown chakra is just foggy. Okay, it is just foggy. It's almost like you can't be happy. Yeah, it's like just so foggy right now, and this is why you're being short with other people. Okay, this is why you can't use your intuition correctly. Okay, because your crown chakra is so gone, your intuition just can't work. Okay, because this is just not there. Okay. You know the scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz? If only I had a brain. That is you right now. It's basically like working with no brain. You're trying to go off your heart. It is. But your heart can't guide you unless it's with the relationships. So you still need your brain to be working to guide you through everyday life. So if that's not working, you're not making the correct choices because you're going off what your heart wants. Okay. So you know the song If Only I Had a Brain? It means getting your brain working. Okay. Because if you remember at the end of The Wizard of Oz, turns out the Scarecrow did have a brain. He just didn't believe in himself. So it didn't work. Okay, and that's what's happening here, because you're not believing in yourself, it's not working. Because your heart's kicked in, and it's like trying to make you believe, and it's overworking itself. Okay, metaphorical heart we're talking about here. Okay, so this is why we need to get the brain working, defog it, okay, and move forwards with it. Okay, boo? Because you need to be the inspiration for yourself. You need to learn to dream more, and instead of seeing with your physical eye, try and see with your, like, spiritual self. Okay, try and see what spirit's showing you. Not everything has to be literally in front of you. Okay, as long as you have your community with you, you'll be able to see everything that happens. Okay, and you'll be able to work correctly because you can see what's going on, what's happening. Okay, and this is why you've got to move forward sometimes and actually work properly. Okay, use every single chakra, use every single part of yourself to make it work. Okay, and you will work. Okay, boo, you will succeed. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? Does that make sense, boo? I went slightly over on that reading, but that's okay. Everything I said made sense. You're very welcome, my darling, and no problem. I'm always here to give information as much as I can. I am. I'm always here for that. You're literally there singing over the rainbow. Could I mention the movie Wizard of Oz? What else can I think of? Wicked. That's a good movie. Can't wait for number 2 to come out. Part 2. Can't wait for that. Who's looking forward to Wicked number 2 coming out? I know. I'm booking tickets to see that. I can't wait for the new Scream to come out. As soon as the new Scream comes out, I'm making Ollie come with me. Because the last horror film didn't scare him enough, and I want to scare him. I'm evil, okay? I like trying to scare the panties off my friends. It's fun. Are you filtered? That question's not filtered, but I think the rest of you is, my darling. Right, let me just put my chakras back. Zenfire PayPal, thank you. I've got Alicia next. Hello, LA. And then it'll be you, Julie, okay? Pardon me. I'm good, thank you. I'm good, thank you. Alicia, what would you like your read number? Just general, but more job than love. Okay, we can do that. Alicia, we're going to use the Shadow and Light Oracle for you, okay? The really nice one. This one. The one where it's like got the holographic sides. Got it in TK Maxx. Was it Home Sense? One of the two. I think it was Home Sense, actually. Let's see what you get. Your favourite shop. Let's see what you get, babe. So, you need to learn to relax a little bit more, my darling, okay? I do see that there is harmony coming your way. I do see that work is going to be quite good for you in your love life. What I would say here with your love life, though, is I feel like there is still someone coming in. I feel like they are following you. Okay, not like literally, but I feel like their spiritual self is following you in the dreams, like they can envisage you. Okay, they can actually imagine you. So I do see that happening. Okay. I don't think they can actually see, but they can almost like imagine your aura, imagine your self. Okay, they can almost like envisage your energy. Okay, and I feel like they're loving this. I feel like there is definitely a job coming your way. Okay, we definitely have a job opening up for you very soon, my darling. Okay. I feel like you're about to get another call going, can you come? Okay, you're about to get a call from a job going, can you come? Okay, boo. So what I would say here is there is definitely positivity there. I feel like you need to be a little bit more observant of not necessarily what's there, but what isn't there. Okay, look at what isn't there and think, how can I make this work? Okay, how can I get this to actually happen? Hello, that girl love here. Okay. So we need to have a look at what isn't there. Okay. So you can start manifesting it, praying for it, dreaming for it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that is what we need to start getting, okay, boo? That is what we need to start looking for. And I feel like you need to sort of start working with your shadow side a little bit more. Okay, I feel like that could really help you out if you start working with the shadow side. Okay. Not follows you as you're on social media, but follows you through the dreams, my darling. Okay, follows you through the dreams. Okay. So not like social media following. Okay. What I would also say here is I do feel like you're an empath. Okay. But I feel like you need to start showing more empathy for yourself and other people. Okay, you're too hard on yourself, my darling. Okay, you plan, but you don't plan for your destiny. Hello, Sonam. How are you, boo? What I would also say here is I feel like you need to take action on yourself, okay? When you need to scream, scream. Okay, when you need to be honest, be honest. Okay, don't hold it back. Okay, the more you hold it back, the more it eats you up. Okay, so we need to stop holding things back, okay, boo? We need to stop eating ourselves up inside, okay? We need to start working for what's actually right, what's actually there, and actually go for it, okay, my darling? Don't just hold yourself back, because that's not going to work out. That's not going to help you out at all. Okay? So if you want to actually work, you make it work. If you want to actually go for it, you go for it, okay? You don't just sit there and expect everything to happen, okay, my darling? What I would also say here for you as well is just let out the biggest scream that you need to leave out. Okay, even if it's into a pillow. Okay. Even if it's into a pillow, just let it out. Okay, let it out, let it out, let it out. It's going to help you out, okay? And that will also help with your reflection as well, my darling. Okay, the moment you let out that massive scream is the moment you actually get the joy. Okay, boo, does that make sense? Singing is your therapy. Sing more then. Yeah, you can ask one question, boo. Does Hisham feel bad for yesterday? Let's see. Let's see. No. No. Not at all. Okay. Of course you can, Sonam. You don't have to ask. You just put the question down. But does that make sense, Alicia? He is disgusting. Have you only just realised this? You're welcome, boo. I hope you're angry at him and not me. Hope you're angry at him and not me. Him. Good. Good. Right, let's do a couple of yes or no's and then I'll go on to the next reading. Okay. So, will R reconcile the relationship? I feel like he will, my darling, yes. Ba, 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 ba. If you want to know what the future love is for you, LA or L Lala, then that would be a paid reading, boo. Do I see love coming into your life anytime soon? Let's see. Yes, I do 9 weeks. Will your company be profitable for quite a while? Let's see. Yes, if you want help with that, book a money spell with me, my darling. Money ritual, we can do that. Okay. Do I use OBS? No, I use Streamlabs. OBS, I have to put in too many links to make it work. But Streamlabs, I just connect the account and it's done. Yes, I do rituals, my darling. And I helped a company get quite a few million. I did. Quite a few million. So if you need that help, let me know. Right. Into the reading we go. Who is next? Done. Done. Do I have Julie? Hello, Sage, how are you, boo? Hello, Julie, how are you, boo? So, you don't have a Celtic Cross, my darling. I've just looked at your payment. You don't have a Celtic Cross because that's £4. You've got a mini reading, my darling. Okay. You've got a mini reading. So you put your question in, but you have 2 yes or no's and a reading. Okay. So do you want to use your yes or no's, my darling? Thank for the 42,500k likes on TikTok. So what would you like your 2 yes or no's on, my darling? Thank you for the heart, me. While I wait for that, I just need to send someone my phone number. Will you see success with your website this year? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling. You'll see that within the next week, week and a half. Will you start a long-term romantic relationship this year? I feel like it'll be the start, but I don't think it's going to be a relationship just yet. I feel like it's going to be more of a friendship going into a relationship. So, in a convoluted way, yes, but it's going to start as a friendship, okay, boo? Do the 2 yes or no's make sense before I start your reading? And could I also have some clarification on your question for your reading? I don't quite understand it, boo. I don't quite understand it. Thank you, Subi. Just waiting for Julie's explanation. I was not told about my mother's death. It has been kept secret. I would like to know the energy moving away from this and the family now that I know. So, are you sort of looking for like how to deal with it, how to carry on with your life, sort of thing? Is that what you're looking for? if that makes sense. Outcomes. Okay. Let's have a look at the energy and the outcomes, my darling. Let's see what's going to happen. Cut cords, etc. Okay. So I feel like what they did was absolutely awful, my darling, and I feel like they did this almost as like gaslighting, like trying to control you. I feel like it's almost like they're trying to cut the cord with you. It's almost like they don't want you part of the family. I feel like the mother wanted you to be there. The mother wanted you to know about the death, and I feel like she's been trying to send you signs. Have you noticed signs like white feathers? Um, I do have an image of a butterfly. We're looking at more of a white butterfly coming towards you. Have you had any of those signs come towards you yet? Smell smoke. Does she smoke them? Would you normally smell smoke if someone smoked? Or was like around smokers their life? Because at least she's sending you signs. That's good. Okay, so that suggests that she did want you there. Because if she hadn't sent you signs, that would suggest that she doesn't like you and that she didn't want you there or didn't want you to know. The fact that you're smelling smoke suggests that she wanted you to know. So it's her way of telling you because the others wouldn't tell you. Lung cancer. So yeah, smoker. I feel like it's like the family didn't want you part of it. Not necessarily not part of the family, but the family didn't want you part of it. And I feel like that's because you've got the three of wands, so this is showing more light now. And the sun, so I don't think it's a negative, I think it was a positive. Okay, the moon was a little misleading. So what I would say here is it might be that they were scared of how it might affect you. So it's almost like they didn't want you to see it yet. Because they didn't want you to be hurt. Almost. Like they wanted to sort of let it go and like eventually let you know. I think they were scared of how you would react. Yeah. I wouldn't cut ties with them, my darling. I think this is more of like an accident gone wrong. Okay, so it's more of like a help gone wrong, my darling. Okay, I don't think they wanted you to find out the way that you did. I think that they did actually want to help you out. I think they did actually wanted to tell you. Okay, they did want you to like know. Okay, but they wanted to let you know when it's calmed down slightly. Have they had the funeral or did they want you at the funeral? Like, has the funeral happened yet? Because we've got mother going funeral. The words I'm getting in my head is funeral, no. Hello, my beloved. Been months. But is that like the funeral's been months? Like you've done the funeral already, like it's done months ago? Or you've not had it yet and you're waiting to have it? Because you've got the words funeral and no. So it's either you weren't in, like, something didn't happen at the funeral or it's not happened yet. I just want to clarify that bit. Trying to clarify where we're getting the words funeral and why we're getting no. Because I'm being given a jigsaw. Like, it's literally a jigsaw. I've got to work it out now. So they won't have one. So that would explain the reason why we've got the funeral and no. Okay. So I guess the reason why she's got in contact with you by making use of our smoke is to try and get the funeral going. Because I think they don't want to say goodbye. If you have the funeral and you bury her, she's gone. And I don't think they want her gone. I don't think they want to believe it. I don't think they want to say goodbye properly. Melanie, if you want to send gifts for reading, it'll be a lot more expensive than just sending through PayPal or my Stripe, my darling. Okay, it's double the price through gifts. Thank you for the hand heart. They cremated her. So, yeah, so it's almost like they didn't want to say no then. If they didn't want the funeral, they didn't want to say no, so they got it over and done with as quick as they could. Okay. Because it was just easier than saying goodbye. And they knew that if you were there, you would be like, it would take longer. Because I feel like you've got a closer connection to the mother. Although it might not have been close in person, through spirit, you've got a closer connection and they can feel that. So, what I would say here, my darling, is it feels like they didn't want a goodbye. It feels like they didn't want it to be finalised. Okay. And I feel like there's almost like some shady work being done. Okay, if they don't want it on the records. Okay, so we know that there's some shady, like, crap going on here. Okay. Hello, Beth. If they don't want it on the public records, there's something shady going on. It's got the death card next to Ten of Swords. Did she have any quarrels? Did she have any quarrels, like, with any of the family? But someone's been stabbed in the back. Or they're being stabbed in the back now. It's almost like tax evasion. As soon as it's on public records, do you get taxed for funerals? And cremations and stuff? Because we got the words tax evasion, I want to make sure it's not to do with the I want to make sure it's not to do with the death. She's a narcissist, yeah. I feel like she's a narcissist to protect you, though. And that sounds weird, but I feel like she tried to protect you in her own little way, but she failed. I feel like that's why you two are close to twin spirit. Let's see, is it through insurance money? Yeah. So it's almost like they're evading the insurance money. Because they know it's going to get taxed. Yeah, they knew the insurance is going to get taxed, and I feel like they're trying to evade that. Hello, Devessa. Arr! I hate the fact that we've only gone for mini for this. Do I have any other readings? If not, I'm going to go over a little bit. No, we're going to go over time a little bit. I want to go 3 more minutes over time. 2 more minutes over time, because I'm into this too much. And your children too. What do you mean by and your children too? Yes, you can, Alicia. What do you mean by and your children too? What do you mean by and your children too? Due to inheritance. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So it's almost so this is where the tax evasions come in, because we all know you get tax on inheritance. Okay. So I feel like what is happening here, they've done this. So although she wanted a few more. Okay. So what I would say here is they didn't want to pay tax that we can get so we can get the inheritance without it being taxed. So I feel like they're doing tax evasion, so that they get all the money. So if they don't get it put on public records, they can get the money out of the bank account year by year without anyone knowing, and it just doesn't get taxed. Did they try and like get her to? Was she mentally okay near to the end of life? Did they get her to hand custody over of any of like her bank accounts? Because we've got someone's gonna pay for this. So like there's gonna be a lawsuit on this, boo. Like it's not gonna be evaded. Like there is gonna be a lawsuit on this. You're not gonna be involved in it because you've done nothing. But money's gonna be paid and stress is gonna be brought in. Okay. So it is gonna be found out eventually. And they are gonna get done for basically taking money from the tax man, taking money from the government, cheating the government. Is anyone trying to move? Is anyone like trying to move country? Because we've got a move coming to try to avoid law, like overseas move. Like we've got someone trying to move to avoid the law. It feels like, but it's almost like they don't want to admit that it's for avoiding the law. No, it's not a collective reader, my darling. You want to move. Okay, so we've got someone that wants to move from law. You want to move because you just want to move. So we've got a normal move coming for you, so that's fine. But we've also got someone wanting to move to avoid the tax, to avoid the law. Okay, boo. I am gonna have to stop the reading now. I am sorry, boo. But does what we've gone through make sense? Mum was killing it. I think she just wants to do it to be nice. But I feel like it's more of a masculine that wants to move to avoid the evasion, to avoid getting caught. It feels like it's almost like they don't want to talk about it. You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome, boo. That's deep. I've done deep readings, but never that deep. Jesus. Odin, you're testing me today. Odin's testing me today. Can I see your question? I can, boo, but I was just in the middle of a reading, boo. Is Kay still in love with you? Let's see. Yes, yes. It's not a free one. Free one's a Monday, my darling. Don't be sorry, my darling. Don't be sorry, boo. I enjoy deep readings. I do prefer it when they're longer. I do, because it makes it easier. Because then we can go on for longer. But, understandably, it is up to you how long we spend on it, basically. Ba 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 ba. My mind's gone ever so blank. Shizer. Ba 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 ba. Who the hell did I just do? Mine's gone blank on the damn name. There we go. Thank you, Alicia. What would you like your reader number? You've got a Celtic Cross. I won't be a sec, girl. Thank you, Blinky. More on your love interest? We can do that. We can do that. Let's see what you get. Guys, let's see if we can get to 100,000 likes. We're so close. Ooh, your love interest is Halloweeny. They like Halloween. That's their favourite time of year, my darling, okay? What I would also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like they're very successful. I feel like they are coming towards you. Very good with money. We're still looking around about Taurus or Libra. Okay, Taurus or Libra we're looking at, okay, boo? What I would also say here for you as well, my sweetie, is I feel like they work very well. They're very fortunate, okay? At the same time, I'd also say here is I feel like they're a very deep thinker. They're the sort of person that really uses their brain. Okay, really uses their brain. Okay, a little bit stubborn, ever so slightly stubborn, okay? What I would say here is I feel like they're a mix between an extrovert and an introvert. Thank you for the hand heart, my darling. Okay, they're an in-between. Okay, boo. So what I would say here is it's very powerful, very, very powerful, okay, my darling. At the same time, what I'd also say here for you as well is I feel like they feel a little bit trapped in themselves. It's almost like they don't quite know where they want to go, what they want to do, how they want to do it. Okay, my darling. So I feel like they're still working on themselves, okay, my darling. What I would also say here for you as well, my sweetie, is I feel like they have been stabbed in the back before, and I feel like they do stab themselves in the back, not on purpose, it's more by accident. I don't feel like they're the sort of person that stabs each other in the back, though, okay? It's always themselves that they stab in the back, okay, boo? What I would also say here as well is I always feel like they try and find new solutions to their life and almost a solution to any problem. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Hello, Lila. Brilliant. I'm glad that made sense. You're stubborn, you love Halloween. Thank you for the cool glasses, my darling. Do I have Tyra? Tyra? I always pronounce this one wrong. Where is he? I wrote you down as well. Oh, thank you. Tyra, brilliant. And I completely forgot to. What would you like your reading on, Tyra? Down the both of you. Oi, no. Be nice. I'm not giving it to anyone. Neither of you getting my chicken. You can both sit next to me as much as you want. Neither of you are getting my chicken. My dogs are both giving me puppy eyes. Oh, thank you for the happy Friday. Mwah. Thank you, my darling. I do have another doggy, yeah. I do. When my cousin gave it me, we're fostering her. Because my cousin can't have her at her place. All gone. Both of you, all gone. So we're fostering it. Thank you for the heart, me. And you aren't near my foot, so I can pick you up. Come here. Come on. I want to show you on stream. Come on. Move that away. Move that back here. Here you go. Yeah. Cutie pie, it is. It is until it wants food from me. Thanks for the roses. Till it wants food, then it's not cute. Name? I think it's a cockapoo, and it's called Delilah. We call her Lili, though. Yep. I'm going to mute for 1 second because my doorbell's about to go. Who doesn't love a cockapoo? They're cute. She's cute. They are. Delilah is a cockapoo, isn't she? Yeah, I did get like. Does Jess approve? Yeah, when she's not barking at each other. Tyra, if you give me 1 sec, my darling, you're going to get one of my new decks. That's it, thank you. How do you get into this? Oh, I'm not a big fan. I love sausage dogs, but I don't at the same time. I feel sorry for their bellies. Especially when they're pregnant. She's called Coco. Oh, nice. So I got my pink ones. I've got another pink set coming. I've got one more set, but I don't want to spoil it because it's one that you guys probably haven't seen before. So I don't want to spoil when that one's coming. And then we got a Halloween one as well. So you got like a little Halloweeny one. Which is like really cool. I want to find the death card. Like, look at the hermit. There's my card. There's the justice card. There's the death card. This deck is lush. It is. And then the pink tarot is just your normal tarot deck. So what deck would you like, Tyra? What deck would you like for your reading, Boo? The Halloween one. This one. Yes, we can do that. What's your question, Boo, for the reading? You don't think you've seen a cooler deck? Ooh. What do you mean? Is that okay, Boo? You just put, I don't think I've seen a cooler deck, and then that's that okay? What do you mean, Boo? Oh, is it on WhatsApp? WhatsApp, okay. Okay, we won't read out his name, Boo. So, do I see you finding a home soon? Let's see. Hello, Noah. Yes, I do see you finding a home soon, my darling, yes. Would really be a good match for you, let's see. Let's see. I feel like you would, my darling, yes. I feel like you would. Okay, so I would say yes there. Okay, I would say yes. Does he miss you? I feel like he does miss you, my darling, yes. I feel like he does want to come back in. I just feel like it's going to take some time to come back in. But yes. If he does, will he do something about it? Let's see. Yes, he will do something about it. I feel like he is stressing over it, my darling, but yes, he will do something about it. Okay. What does he think of you compared to... we'll do that in a second. I'm not quite sure why I can't stop thinking about him. Is it because he's also thinking about you? Let's see. Yes, it is because he's thinking about you, my darling. Caution change the second to last question, my darling. Will and you date? I feel like you guys will date. Yes. Yeah, I feel like you guys will date, my darling. Yes. Um. Okay. So you want the guidance to be in that fear wants you to show to be happier. Should you reach out to him first? I feel like you should reach out to him first, my darling. I feel like that'll be your best decision. So yes. Okay. Yes. So let's have a look at um. What does he think of you compared to Earth? And we'll also do is there and the happiness. No, okay, thank you for the heart, me. Remember, guys, if we do get a TikTok universe, the whole live does become free. So do remember that. Okay. Your tarot card shopping at the moment. Jesus. Or if we get anything of how much is it? When does it start hitting the hundreds? If we get anything of around about 15,000 or more, that is when it does start to become free. And you also get to book a private reading with that money as well. Okay. So I do give back massive gifts as you do actually get a private reading with them if they're 10,000 or more coins. I'm good, thank you, Lloyd. I'm good, thank you. Still pushing forward to get out of this damn C League. I'm still pushing forward to try and get a TikTok universe eventually in my life. We're slowly getting there. I've never got anything over 5,000, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I got some new decks. Some new decks. I did buy the new Call of Duty, so I'm trying to recuperate some money. So I might have spent £100 on the Call of Duty. Whoops. So, what I would say here is I feel like he likes you a lot more, and I feel like the reason why he likes you more is because you work more. Okay, you work more well, you have more ideas, okay? You know what you want, you know what you need, okay? And you're more connected to spirit, my darling, okay? I feel like you help yourself out because you defend yourself. I feel other people expect others to defend them, okay? You see things from many different angles, and I feel like you're very calm, okay? I feel like you're very safe. And I feel like you know how to have a good time. I feel like the other person doesn't. So I feel like that's why he goes for you. What I would also say here is I feel like the other person's going to be removed quicker than you are. Okay, so I feel like he is going to stick with you, my darling. Okay, I don't think that he is going to go with the other person at all. Okay, what I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's a little bit more possessive over you. I feel like he knows that you've been through a lot of pain, that you've been through a lot of sadness. So I feel like he really wants to help. Okay, I feel like he really wants to protect you, my darling, and be very close to you. What I would also say here is I feel like he is going to bring new opportunities to you. He knows that you try and be like optimistic. He knows that you try and be smart, that you try and be bright, but he knows that you're going through a negative time. Okay, he knows that it's mostly a facade of you being like this bright and happy person, but he knows that you're actually not that happy. Okay, he knows. Okay, with the Four Pentacles that flipped itself out in reverse, he knows that you are struggling. He knows that you're losing hope. But he also knows that you're really hard to let go of. He knows that you're hard to lose. Okay. So he knows that you will work out with him. Hello, Adama, how are you, boo? Okay, so he knows that he's going to work with you. As long as he plays his cards right. He just needs to learn to play his cards right a little bit more. Which is what I think he's struggling with. No matter what Spirit tries to show him, he knows that he needs to listen more, but he's not. With the Ten of Cups, what I'd also say here is I feel like he's going to open himself up. Okay, I feel like he does want to start a family with you. I feel like he is very loyal. I think that he is going to be more joyful when he's with you, my darling, more than her. What I would say here, did he have a bad childhood? And we've got SA. Got bad childhood in SA. Who had a bad childhood? Who had the trauma? Lonely, yeah. Because it feels like this could be why he struggled. This could be why he struggles to connect with people. Because if he had a bad childhood, like, that could be where the struggles come in. Because I feel like he's not showing the whole truth. I feel like he's not showing everything. Okay. Like, he's not being completely truthful as he could be. I feel like he's hiding a lot. I don't think he's financially good, and I don't think that he's going through good harmony. Okay, I don't think he has the balance. Okay, I don't think he was taught balance at all when he was a child. I don't think his parents were actually around as much as he says they were. Because he can't even get the tradition that he wants. He wants to be very traditional, but he can't get it. I feel like that's because he's not patient enough. It's almost like he doesn't like being honest about it because he feels weak. He feels that if he's completely honest about it, he feels weaker. So he feels like he has to be a little bit possessive over his past, possessive over himself, to almost like protect himself. And I feel that's because he doesn't have good childhood memory. So this could be why he's struggling with you, my darling, because he can't be completely honest, and he knows if he can't be completely honest, there can't be a relationship. So it's almost like he has to hide to get the truth. Okay, he has to hide to get the truth, my darling, and I feel like that's what's annoying him. I do. Because I feel like he wants to be really honest. He wants to show the truth, my darling. He wants to be there. But he knows that he can't be honest. I feel like this is really holding him back because he knows he can't be honest. He knows that he's just going to be going round in circles with you. Did you used to get bullied? Like name calls when you were a child? Did like people used to bully you and make fun of your name? Or like call you names? Yeah, thank you for the heart, mate. Did it push you to the brink of like really, really negative mental health? Because we've got someone that where the mental health just went like that. And like they almost fully gave up. You isolated a lot. Was it mostly by your friend group? Was it by the people that you thought were friends that you then started isolating from because you realised that they were being the ones that were toxic to you? Because I feel like it was someone close to you. Then you can't get your distance and jump. Yeah. Do you? This is going to sound really weird, but I've just heard like literally, I've just heard someone shout the name Jaden. Do you know anyone called Jaden, or does he? If not, that's fine. That could be for someone else. But I've just had the name Jaden shouted straight at me. Hello, Natural. How are you, boo? He might know Jaden. Could you find that out for me at some point and then let me know? You know a Jared? No, I got a name Jaden. Yeah, if you could find out from him, that'd be brilliant. Hello, Jules. Did you used to get beat if you didn't get like really high grades? I'm trying to find out what the childhood trauma is, and I'm hearing beaten grades. Not like a full-on beating. We mean like a little slap on the wrist, slipper, that sort of thing. Yeah. So you could be the one that has the childhood trauma then, which is why you are almost like really good with him. It feels like the reason why you guys have the higher connection is because you both had the same sort of trauma, so you can almost help each other out. So it's almost like a trauma bond relationship. It is. Who used to get called Loosey Goosey? I feel like someone that you might have known used to get bullied and called Loosey Goosey. I don't know why. Hello, Queen. How are you, boo? Maybe him. Could be. Because we got a Loosey Goosey. I don't know why we got a Loosey Goosey. It feels way too specific. I don't like it. As I say, whatever I get through, I'm just going to tell you. And if you can take it, you can take it. If you can't, you can't. Okay. Did you used to feel like you got trapped? Almost like you had no escape. And I feel like that would be around the death of somebody that you were close to, almost like when they died, you had no one else to talk to. No, it's because you've got someone that you used to talk to but is gone. They might not have died, they might have just moved away. Did you have someone that you basically lost that you could like open up to, but then when they were gone, you had like no one to vent to? Sort of vibe. It's all I'm hearing is like a vent just closing. Whenever I hear a vent close, we know that that is someone that is like your vent has just been shut off. Almost like your lifeline's gone. So yeah, sort of. So that would be then where it's just struggling. So because you've had lots of people leave your life that you used to vent to, you've just almost given up. You've almost like just separated yourself because you just think, well, if they're just going to keep leaving, what's the point in staying? So this could be why you're struggling with him as well, because you can't vent to him either. Because you're scared that he's going to leave you if you start venting, so you don't want to open up too much. Would I be correct in saying that? So it's almost like you'd rather live with anxiety than vent to somebody and then they just leave. Yeah, that's fair enough, Boo. Does that make sense? Does that reading make sense, Boo? Because I feel the way that you need to make yourself happy again is by trusting people, venting, letting it out. Then you'll be able to trust. Well, I'm glad that made sense, Boo. Boo. Let you know in 1 second. Also, just while I'm packing up the cards before I go on to the next reading, does anyone know if Call of Duty has early access? Like, has anything been said? Because I've looked on the internet, and like some people are saying that there's early access, like 72 hours before. Some people are saying that it's a myth and that there's no early access. And I want to know. That's good, practice really good. I'm glad that resonates, Boo. Thank you, Adama. Thank you, Boo. I think you're next, my darling. Could you pop those in the bin in the kitchen? I finish it. If I can't put it in there, this thing you won't be at it. Pardon? It's a hard not life for me. Have you seen the new PayPal thing? They've got a debit card now. I was thinking, could we look at it at some point? Like, have you heard of PayPal Plus? But it says, shop with PayPal debit card, use it with PayPal Plus, earn more points. Didn't know PayPal had PayPal Plus. So, let's see who is next. Sasha's reading chat, y'all. Seeing what I've missed. So, next I have... I've got James for Celtic Cross. I've then got Adama. And then we've got you, Queen, okay, Boo? Do I have James? Do James anywhere? You have James? I need James. Where's James? Apparently that's a new TikTok thing. One of the other tarot readers I watch has that. I haven't had that at all on mine. But I do stream on a computer, but I've never had that tarot thing in my life. But someone I was watching yesterday had it, and it's like the TikTok AI. So it's not an actual person. It is just AI, my darling. Would we have James? Is James here? If not, I'll go to Adama. Do I have James? Or Queen, whoever's next. No James? Okay. Do I have a Dama? I'll check my thingies to see if I've had anyone. Do I have James or Adama? Hello, Adama. 5-5 and a Celtic Cross. So, Dama, can you tell me what the overall energy looks like for your upcoming holiday in Africa? Oh, nice. The energy towards my upcoming trip to Africa next week. We can do that. That's a nice holiday sound. Sweet. Where are you going in Africa, my darling? Or are you like traveling around different parts of Africa? Actually, this might help me choose the deck for you. Are you going to Egypt at all? Only because I've got an Egyptian deck. If you are, use that. Western part. Which part is Egypt? My God, that looks like AI if I do that in my mouth. Jesus Christ. But yeah, are you going to Egypt at all? If not, I'll use the deck that's in my hand. No? Okay, we'll use the deck that's in my hand then. Let's see what you get. I feel like this is going to be a good trip. I feel like you're going to get a lot of souvenirs. Okay. I feel like you're going to get a lot of souvenirs, my darling. What I'd also say here is I feel like it is going to be quite an experience. I think you're going to see life from a different angle. I do. So I do feel like it is going to be worth it. I do feel like it is going to be a little confusing at first in this part. I feel like you will make a lot of new friends. I do feel like it is very positive energy. You're going to need a lot of money because I feel like you're going to spend a lot of money. Okay. Now, I do know if I am correct that our money is quite rich if you go there. Like, you could go with £1,000 and you'll be absolutely rich. I would say take a little bit of money. Okay, you're going to need it. Okay. I do see almost like the yearn of not wanting to come back. I do get the feel of not wanting to come back when you go there. So I do see a struggle with that. So I do feel like you are going to actually want to stay. I feel like there could be a chance of extending the trip if you wanted to. I do see a lot of new friends coming for you. Okay. I see a lot of new friends coming for you, boo. What I would also say here is I feel like it's almost like you're going to feel young. You're going to feel like a child again. Okay, like this is going to really help you out. I feel like your self-esteem is going to be massive when you go over there. Okay, like you're going to feel like everything is just amazing. Okay. What I would also say is protect yourself though. Okay, I do feel like you're going to need a little bit of protection. Okay. And we're not talking like protection from people, I mean like your stomach, protection from like the insects and stuff. So make sure you're well protected. Okay, I do feel like you need to be a little bit careful with that. I do see that you are going to see a little bit of voodoo. Okay, I do feel like you're going to be very drawn to the voodoo market. Okay, so we do see that. That is pretty amazing. I do feel like you're going to enjoy that as well. What I would also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like you're probably going to buy a few stuff. Okay, you're probably going to buy a few voodoo items. Okay, for a bit of fun. Okay. I feel like you might even see a witch doctor. I don't know why, but we got like the witch doctor. Like, I've got an image of like a witch doctor just going through my head. I do. Do you have like a camera? Because I see some photos and I see like selling photos. Okay, I see like taking photos over there and selling them like on social, pardon me, on socials. I think you'd be very good as a photographer. Because I see you almost making money from the trip. Phone camera? Do you think you could get an act camera? Because I feel like there's going to be like actual photos taken. Like that would be like really good to sell. So like you could make some money from it. Like you don't need like an expensive one. I mean, you probably could make money off your phone camera. Not gonna lie. Especially if you have like a phone like mine, which is like the iPhone. Like that takes some good photos. I feel like you're gonna meet someone over there, like a lover. Okay, I do feel like there's gonna be a lover met over there, my darling. Hello, Linda. Okay, I don't think you'll go with them because I think you've already got your eyes set on somebody. Okay, but I do feel like there is going to be a lover. I do see you seeing someone, but I feel like you're going to be almost like friends with them. Okay. Okay, what does WAW mean? Like that is confusing me. Is that like another way of saying wow? I'm old, okay? I'm 21, I'm old. I'm not down with the young lingo. It is another way of saying wow. Okay. What I would. Ooh, that card flew. Ooh, new opportunities, new offers. Okay, your social media is going to be blowing up. Thank you for the share. I feel like you could be like getting a lot of new followers on social media due to sharing photos that you've taken. I feel like you're going to bring a lot of awareness as well. So I feel like this holiday is going to bring a lot of awareness. I do feel like it is going to bring a lot of joy. What I'd also say here is I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of hope and love. Okay, my darling. You're literally, we've got making money over there. Why are you making money over there? Like, you've got new opportunities, you've got new money coming. Okay. So, yeah, I see that you are going to make money, okay, boo? From being over there. Okay. What I would also say here is I recommend doing some like live streams. Okay. Because I feel like you could bring a lot of awareness over there to help people. Okay. And I feel like you're going to bring a lot of joy to people, which will actually show them the truth and almost like show them what's actually going on, what's happening. So I do feel like it is going to be worth it, my darling, okay? Does that make sense, boo? Hello, Tina. How are you, boo? Thank you for the heart, me. Does that make sense, Boo? That's good to hear, Boo. Brill, I'm glad that made sense. Remember, guys, we're trying to get out of the bloody C League. Don't want to be in it no more. I remember when we used to be in the B League. Let's try and get back into the B League. Thank you for the follow. Then again, I remember when I used to do battles. Thank you for the hand hearts. I do remember when I used to do battles. I don't do them anymore. So it probably explains why we're no longer in the B League. We're from the same agency. I know, my darling. I love it. I love the fact that there's other tarot readers. You loved the battles. I didn't like the fact that you spent almost £60 on me in the battles, though. It got to the point where you and Nicole were almost spending like £100 per battle. Literally, I felt so guilty afterwards. Hey, baby gal. Literally. I mean, I only had like 3,000 followers at that point. Or was it 10,000? There was 3,000 or 10,000 followers at that point. And y'all were like spending hundreds. I was like, oh my god. Queen, what would you like your reading on, Boo? Am I doing yes or no's? I will be, my darling. 10k. Yeah, 10k coins is £100. Or do you mean you spent 10k on me? Sent on Insta. Thank you. Come on, guys. We're almost at 100,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to it. Someone spent 27 on my live yesterday, and I was like, wow, chill, please. I had someone spend. Queen spent 60 on my live a couple of days ago, didn't you, Queen? You sent me £60 worth in total. No, you spent £80 worth in total. You did. You bumped it up to about 80 quid for that Halloween stuff that you sent. Like, Jesus. I think in one of my battles, one of my members sent me, I think it's about £60 from one gift. It was. You did 80, so yeah, 80 quid. Hello, I'm not for everybody. Thank you for the share. Thank you for the shares. It's not how many gifts I give you over the years, so probably loads of money. Yes, so true. So true. Where's your £80? I. Of course you can ask a question. I'm just doing Queens first, and then I'll be doing yes and no's. But no, my dream gift is to try and get the TikTok universe. Or to try and get. I've never had a 10,000 coin gift, so that is my dream first, then it's TikTok universe. But we've had one coin. We've had 60k. No, 6k. So my next one is to try and get like one of the 10,000 ones. And then my goal after that is to try and get the TikTok universe. So I'm trying to go through all of them slowly. I'm trying to get like all the different sorts that you can get, so like 6k, 10k, 40k. So you know what I mean? Because then if you do it that way, then you've always got like a what's it called? You've always got like a goal. Where if you just have one big goal, you've got nothing. If you keep doing different goals, if you keep reaching different goals, so like I can hit a 1 coin goal every stream easily. So yeah, it's like a bucket list, exactly. So if I do the bucket list, I've got a reason to stream. I do. Like, it gives me a reason to keep streaming to TikTok and stuff. It gives me a reason to keep carrying on. If you don't have a bucket list in life, then what's the point in living? What's the point in doing anything? So the next thing on my bucket list is try and get 10,000 coins. God knows how I'm going to do that. Because I ain't doing no battles, so God knows how we're going to do that. But we'll try. We will try. So, let's see what Queen says. So, Queen, is this in my head or out loud? In my head or out loud? I used to hate the colour pink, but I quite like this colour. Might make my pails pink soon. Head? We can do that. Is that enough? Might come off? Yeah, well. Just mute in a second. We can do that. We can do that. Let's have a look. Let's see. Thank you for the shares. Come on, guys. We're so close to 100,000 likes. Let's do it. Let's keep tapping. So what I would say here, my darling, is I feel like, yeah, he is fine with it. Okay, I don't think that he actually cares. Okay, I really don't feel like he actually cares. I feel like he's completely fine. Okay, with the fact that you did that. Okay, because you work so hard, because you help out so many people. I feel like he's just happy that you're there to help. Okay, so I don't actually think that he cares if you go away, if you leave early. Okay, or if you take lunch early. I think the only time he'd care if he actually really needed your help. Okay, but he knows that you'd still be there to help. He knows that you'd still be there to protect. Okay, so what I would say here is I would say it's all fine. Okay, I would say that he's there to actually enjoy you. Okay. What I would also say here is I feel like he enjoys the fact that you're very helpful, that you also help other people upon yourself. So even if you've got a lot going on, you're still there to help others. Okay, you don't just sit there and dawdle. If you finish your work, you're helping others with their work. Okay. So what I would say here is he is very grateful for you. He is very thankful for that. At the same time, what I'd also say here is I feel like he's very optimistic and hopeful with you. What I would also say here is I feel like he brings true love towards you as well, my darling. At the same time, what I'd also say here is in a month, I feel like he is going to give you some extra work, but I feel like he's going to give you extra pay for it. Okay. I feel like he's going to give you extra pay. And I feel like in the past, he's seen your work. So I do feel like you are going to maybe get an award soon. Okay. In the company for like the most hardworking. I feel like there could be an award coming. I do. Like there could be some sort of gratitude. So it might be like a voucher or something just to say thank you. Okay. So he might be awarding you like a voucher. Okay. To almost like say thank you for the help. Okay. So it's almost like he is recognizing you. He is recognizing your gifts, what you've done. Okay, he's recognizing the help that you've given. Okay, so he is being there for you, okay, boo? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, boo? You're very welcome. Also, you know you've got minutes, right? You know you've still got minutes, right? You literally used them earlier. Thank you for the shares. You literally used them earlier. Do I have James? I'm still waiting for James. Do you have James anywhere? What Emperor? Holding you kind of flipped. I'm confused. What do you mean you called and you kind of flipped? What? Who's A? Honey, you can't just put something like that and then expect me to know. Give me some background. Her daughter's mother. Why did you call him Flip? Do we need to play Call of Duty later instead of you going to the gym so you can let out all your anger on players? Also, do I have James? Where the bloody hell are you? My darlings, if you pay for readings, please don't leave the live, because it makes it a nightmare for me. Thank you for the chat. I've messaged them, found them. Reza, what would you like your reading on, boo? Is Jay going to propose to you? No, I don't feel like they're going to propose to you right now, my darling, no. You send me on Insta? Okay, boo. Also, Reza, you sure you don't want to play Call of Duty later to let your anger out on other players? You really sure you want to do that in the gym? If it helps, what I'll do is I'll do it at the end of my live if you're not in, and then I'll tell you what time to look at it so you still have the reading. It'll be on YouTube if that's okay. Like, if you don't get back in time, would that be okay? I dread to think what Reza said to his wife. That's all right, my darling. Have a good one, boo. Hello, Michelle Weston, 8204. Oh shit! I still need to listen to Bubbles' message later. Forgot about that. If you're watching this, Bubbles, sorry, boo. I had your message ready. I just completely forgot to listen to it yesterday. Whoops. Sent, thank you. Where are you? There you are. Couldn't find your Instagram then, my darling. You wish you had the time. It's not my fault. It's not your job, my darling. You have to be good to make this your job. It's an easy one. Brilliant. So, Amy called just half an hour ago saying she had a concern that I told her daughter a few days ago not to mention the third party name. I told her that's true. I don't like the name being mentioned, and I raised my voice a bit and told her I can't be bothered talking about this. How? You can't believe you said that. Love that. And what's the situation with her and V? Let's have a look, boo. That's. I love that. I wish you didn't have gym tonight. Because I know what we'd be doing on Call of Duty. Getting the anger out of you. Right. Ooh, flip, flip, flip. Right. So what I would say here is I feel like that hurts slightly. Okay, but she wasn't expecting you to like almost not be a punching bag. Okay, I feel like she was hoping that you were still going to be her punching bag slightly. Okay, but the fact that you won't take any of her shit anymore, I feel like that's annoying her. I feel like she's still going to try and come back in. It looks like she's still going to try and come back in, my darling, for cuts. She is almost like you need to give her the silent treatment now. Okay, give her the silent treatment for a little bit. Okay, my darling, because trust me, you don't need her. Okay, you don't need her to come in because I feel like you've learnt your lessons. Okay, the more you allow her in, the more you allow her to give you like opportunities, use you, beg you, make you come begging for her, the more you're gonna fall. So what we need to do is use what we know, be the bigger person. Okay, be the bigger person, my darling. Don't be small. Okay, don't be small. We don't need that. Okay. So what we need, because your daughter's fine. She's fine between all this. Okay, she's young. She ain't really gonna remember this. Yes, it's going to be a little bit of childhood trauma, but she ain't really going to remember the ins and outs of everything. Okay, she's still too young to remember that. Okay. So what I would say for you, my darling, is what you need to remember is that you have to end to create a new cycle. Okay, are you sure you really want someone like that in your life? I mean, she gaslights you, for God's sake. That's mental abuse. Do you really want someone in that, like that, in like your life? Is that really something you want? Like, really? I think not. Like, why are you still wanting her? I mean, yeah, she's going to come back in your life. Yeah, she's going to be come back with you, but don't you want to change that? Don't you want to change your fate? Actually, no, you can't change fate. Don't you want to change your future? Your fate will always be the same. That's set in stone. But don't you want to change your future? Why would she come back? Because I feel like she still wants another chance with you. Okay, I don't think that she's done with you, my darling. Okay. I feel like she wants another chance. But I feel like you need to be the one that goes now. I feel like that'll be within the next month, 1 month to 2 months. And I feel like you just need to say no, my darling. Okay, I don't care if she's the mother of your daughter. The fact that she's gaslighting you, the fact that she's using you just shows that she is useless. Like, you need to move that because you've got so many achievements in your life, she's got none. Why are you staying with someone like that? Someone that uses your achievements to get far in life instead of creating their own? Is that someone you really want to be with? Is that really someone you want to be with? I'm surprised you haven't divorced yet. I really am. I'm surprised you're not even thinking about a divorce after today. This is your tower moment. This is your tower moment, my darling. This is what you're going through. I don't think this relationship is going to last if you choose not to make it last. Okay, this is the ball's in your court now. Okay, she's not with anyone at the moment, so this is why she's going to try and come back with you because the V didn't work. The V situation just did not work. Okay, so the ball's now in your court. Do you want to stay or do you want to leave? But she wants to try and make it work again. One's that she has someone, two's that she has a status, and three, it's that she has someone better. Because V is not there metaphorically. Okay, he doesn't have a status, he doesn't have his own business, he doesn't have a law firm that earns a lot of money. So to her, he's useless. Okay, he might still be in the picture, but he's not in the metaphorical picture. Okay, in her eyes, he's technically not there. Okay. Yeah, you're the one with the abs. I finally have a hot customer. Okay. So the ball's now in your court is, do you leave or do you go? And I'd recommend divorce. I'd recommend go. Okay. Does that make sense, Boo? I'm sure you can pull with these abs. Ah! Does that make sense, Reza? Brilliant. I'm glad that makes sense. You owe me. Come on Call of Duty tonight. I'm joking. I'm joking. But no, see, this is what I hate about people that think that they can do tarot. Okay. So everyone thinks that they can pick up one of these tarot sets and that just reading those words will give a reading. I have just proven by using this, I haven't even read the words on there. I've just read the picture. Those mean nothing. They're meant to help with your intuition. You don't just read the whole thing and go, that's your reading. Absolutely stupid if you do that. This is why I always say you need to be born with the gift. Is T going to take action towards you? Yes, my darling. Right, if you got any questions, pop it down in chat. I'll do some yes or no's. I'll do a couple of yes or no's before I go. And I'll do that Celtic Cross before I go. Will Zed stop ghosting you? Let's see. I feel like they will, my darling, yes. Yeah, I feel like they will. So no more yes no's. If not, I will do James's reading and send him the time of when to watch it from to get his reading. No more yes or no's? Okie dokie. So, James, I'm starting your reading at 2 hours and 58 minutes. James, I'm starting your readings at 2 hours and 58 minutes. That is when your reading will be started, okay, my darling? Just so you can watch it back on YouTube at that time. Okay? Hope that helps. Or Facebook. So. Oh, he's just coming on live. I'll wait for him then. I'll wait for him then. He's just coming. While I wait for him, I'll just get his question up. Hello, James. How are you, boo? So, we just want to know if Y regrets anything and how Gemma really feels. So, who is Y and who is Gemma? What are they towards you? Uh, they are your ex, son's mother, okie dokie. Gemma is someone who is a friend and maybe something in the future. Okay, we can have a look at that. Let's see. We can have a look at that. So, does she regret anything? Does Y regret anything? I feel like she does, my darling. Yes, I feel like she does. Okay, I feel like she regrets giving you pain. I feel like she regrets leaving you. Okay. But she realizes that you could actually have a family, that you could have had a proper family. So I feel like she does regret that. Okay. I feel like the other one, Gemma, I feel like she does have true feelings for you. So let's have a look at her feelings and let's do a Celtic Cross on that one, babe. Okay. But yeah, the other one does definitely regret it. So let's see Gemma's feelings for you. I feel like she's sad because it's almost like she doesn't realize that the relationship would be good. She doesn't know how you're truly feeling. I feel like she knows that it would be a very positive relationship between the both of you. I feel she knows that you guys could work and actually have a good family. Okay. What I would say here, though, is I feel like she's scared to come forwards, but she doesn't want to break a friendship that could actually work out really well. But she knows that your friendship is absolutely amazing with her, and I feel like she doesn't want to lose that. Okay. So it's almost like she's a little bit scared to go any further in case she breaks the relationship, in case she breaks the friendship, my darling. That is something that she is scared of doing. Okay, so what I would say here is I feel like she wants to come forwards. I feel like she wants to express her feelings, but she doesn't want to break the friendship. I feel like she wants to be the first one to express the feelings. I think she wants to be the one that wants to be honest first. Okay, I feel like she's trying to build up the right amount of courage. So I feel like by next summer, she'll be a lot honest about her feelings. I feel like she's going to be very honest about the feelings, my darling. Okay, by next summer. So English summer. Okay. What I would also say here is I feel like she's gone through heartbreak in her past, so it's almost like trust is quite a hard thing. I do feel like she does struggle to trust, but I feel like she's going to try and trust you, okay? But she's known you for a while, so she knows that the trust is going to be fine. What I would also say here is she knows that you're stable mentally. She knows that you're honest. She knows that you're really good at money, okay, when it comes to family. So what I would say here is she knows that you are the ideal person that she wants in her life. It's now just trying to get to the point of being with you. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? You're very welcome, my darling. Thank you for booking with me. So let me just write that down and then I'm going to pop off. I will be back tomorrow at some point. Don't know when yet. Probably the afternoon. Because I've got a booking in the morning. And that's a good point. If you guys would like to book a private, please message me on WhatsApp, Instagram, or Twitter. Okay. Not Twitter actually, because you'll just get put in spam. Please message, like, email me, WhatsApp me, or Instagram me. Okay. Um, do give me time to reply because I do have a lot of people booking, so it is going to take me a little bit to get to you, but I will get to you as quickly as I can. What I would also say here is when you book a reading, because I have had some people do this, I'm going to put this into state. If you book a 1111, please only ask the amount of questions I tell you that you can ask, and don't ask questions in the questions, okay? Because all that will happen is I'll just answer your main question, okay? Other thing is, please book your readings on um how many questions you've got. Okay, so if you book like a 60-minute reading, please have questions ready for the 60 minutes. Okay, if you book a 10-minute reading, please have questions ready for the 10 minutes, as it just makes life a little easier than you trying to think on the spot. Okay, so always have questions ready before you book so that you're not suddenly trying to think, oh God, because I will ask you, what is the question for the reading? Okay, or what are the questions for the reading? Okay, so please have questions ready. And if you want a general, please don't book a 60-minute. Please book like a 10 or 20 minutes, okay? Because it's really hard to do a general for 60 minutes. It ends up just being a repetitive reading, okay? So please book on how many questions you have or be sensible, okay? And if we don't use all the time, that's fine. We can turn that into minutes. Okay, so you can use the minutes in like another reading instead. Okay, so if you do end up booking longer than you need, but you can stop me in the reading and go, right, I got all the information I need. Can we bank the rest? And we bank the rest. Okay. So do remember, if you do want to book with me, message me on WhatsApp, Instagram, or email, because I can send you my T's and C's and my price list as well. Okay, if you message me on TikTok, I'll just send you straight over to one of my other social medias. Okay, so thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for 86.7k likes. Thank you for 1,553 diamonds. Thank you all so much for all your shares, for the 18 shares on TikTok. Don't know how many on YouTube. Thank you for all the likes on YouTube and other social medias. Thank you for all the lovely follows, shares, likes, gifts, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for all booking readings with me, and I hope to see y'all in the next episode. Tulip it for now. Have a lovely rest of your evening, afternoon, or day, depending on when you're watching this. And for anyone that watches the rerun of this,